What is up? We're going to play some Road to the Show in baseball on MLB The Show 25. Um, so just a little backstory. This will be the start of my first full season in the pros. I got called up in June-ish of the previous season, and I'll show you some of those stats. It was an okay year, but there's a lot of things I want to try to get better with. So let's look at our stats. So that's this year. Career stats. So we played in 103 games, 434 at-bats, 235 average. I had a lot of ups and downs. 102 hits, 62 runs, 13 stolen bases, 2 triples, 19 home runs, 51 RBIs, 15 stolen bases, 4 caught stealing, 20 walks. This is the big thing here. Struck out 172 times in 103 games. What's frustrating is, I've been playing this quite a bit to get through the first season. And what's frustrating about it is I would go stretches of 3 games, 4 games, maybe, not striking out at all, maybe 1 strikeout in those. But then I'd follow it up with like back-to-back games where I struck out 3 or 4 times. And that's really what happened more than anything is those offhand games every 3 or 4 games where I'd strike out a bunch. So that's what we're really going to work on, hopefully, is trying to get those strikeout numbers down. We do not want to be the record holder. But other than that, I was down to like a 210 average at the start of September, I think it was. Maybe a little bit in August, and got it up. I was up to about 245 at one point, but then it struggled a little bit at the end. I also got hurt in the very last game, broke my shin, was out for 60 days, so I missed the playoffs. And as a result, I'm sure because I missed, they lost in the first round to the Mariners. So, had 2 errors. Fielding was pretty good. I don't think I won any awards. Top 3 in Rookie of the Year. First 2 home run game versus Rockies. Looks first MLB hit. Oh, so 6-1. Start at the beginning. So top 3 in Rookie of the Year voting, but didn't win. But that's alright. So we are just going to jump into this, and hopefully the start of this year goes pretty smoothly. Let's clear up. Fine, why not? I don't like how this is all tied to things like this, but whatever. Yeah, so let's just get into this. Let's take a look at a roster first and see if we made any moves. So, Jordan Alvarez, Pete Alonso joining the Astros, Michael King, Jeff Hoffman. I don't know if he was on the team last year or not. Nope, this is his first year with us. Former Rocky. What does the W mean? On waivers. Jose Altuve, decline is real. Let's look at the player card. What is he? 36. So, I didn't notice too many names that we lost, at least nothing that's sticking out to me off the top of my head. But the addition of Pete Alonso is definitely a bonus. Alright, so let's just see how it goes. We start with the Angels, and So in about 10 minutes here, I am working today, and I have a couple tasks I need to do for work. They will only take me a minute, maybe two at tops. So I'll just pause it, but that's in about 10 minutes or so. And so the plan is, I mean, I might need a break sometime, but I'm passing my 12-hour work day today playing this game. We'll see how far we can get. I have no idea. We're starting this at about 10 a.m. my time, and I work until 6 p.m., so we got about 8 hours. We'll see how far we can get in roughly 8 hours. You know, I might take a break here or there, but starting off in the leadoff spot. I like it. God, I'm such a good singer.
It's the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels. Opening day festivities wrapping up. And we'll be back to get this season started right after this.
Just a quick glance at the side there. That seems more like the Angel Stadium than Astros. Yep.
With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Houston Astros, with major expectations, they're among the favorites this season. Chris, they'd love to build on that postseason appearance from last year. Do you think it could be a springboard for them?
I do, Boog, because this team has already got the building blocks in place. And you make the postseason, you know you've got a shot at the title. So the experience will definitely help them this time around. But it's a long season, and they're going to have to do the little things right and stay consistently on top of their game. And that's the best way to take home the Commissioner's Trophy, in my opinion.
The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute.
Crowd is getting amped. Opening day. Be a national holiday, even though I've been very out of touch with baseball in the past year or so. Probably 2 years.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And a new season is officially underway. The next offering misses. And 1-1. That's towards center. One away.
Good timing, just. Oh, and in case anyone was wondering, gameplay, control in general. We are playing on legend difficulty for hitting, pitching, even though I'm not a pitcher, so that doesn't matter as much for me. I can't remember if fielding actually has difficulty or not, but other than that, standard settings.
Base is empty, one away.
So it is like, so it's not that I'm terrible at this game. I'm like all-star and only hitting 230. Now I'm playing on legend because I am weird like that.
And that'll fall for a base hit.
I like to have struggles. I know some people when they play these games, you know, they want to create the guy that's going to bat 450 with 90 home runs every year. That to me just isn't fun. I want to feel, if I was to have a crazy season like that, I want to feel like it was truly earned.
Hit in the air, center field. McCormick has it sized up.
Not a great start for that 90 home runs. So.
2 outs, base is empty.
But no strikeouts. I'm okay with that.
On the inside corner for a strike. And there's a foul ball.
Oh, it's a hanger.
And that skips into there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one missed.
2-2.
swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
I thought that was on that. Probably a little early.
Here we go, the Astros, and we are still scoreless. Back in Anaheim, bottom of the inning.
They got pretty good
the third
success
baseman,
against Lucas
Max
Gill
Muncy. And that one in
in
the
the
air,
last
center
season.
field.
So,
Johnson
disappointing,
in
but
position.
that's all right.
Makes the grab, and there's one down. One out, base is empty. Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Angels. And that one is lifted in the air. 2 down. Ready to begin the 8th. And
Let's put a ball in play. Let's get a hit,
Johnson.
maybe.
He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
2-1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
2-2.
Sharp
There we
grounder.
go.
That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner on the move. Back to right. Trout pulls it in on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He's saving
Strategy
extra bases for
base
sure.
running.
If the
It's
pitcher's
not really a
his friend, he'll
strategy,
give him a
but
second to catch
I
his breath
try to
before
steal
he's
basically
ready to
every
deal the
time.
next pitch.
One gone, runner at first. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
It's a lot easier to get back in
Pickoff
this game
throw.
than previous
Johnson
games.
dives back in safely.
When you're trying to go on first movement in previous games, like any twitch towards second base and you go. But this game's a
Runner
little
on the
more
go.
forgiving.
Line drive. He brings it down. Nice
That's
play.
the
Takes it
problem
to
with the
bag
stealing,
himself
but
and
that
doubles him off.
doesn't happen too much, so it's worth the
Ready
risk
to go
to
for the
stay out of
last
the
half of
normal
the
double
inning.
play.
So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Mike Trout.
Plus, they throw a lot of balls in the dirt,
He
too,
swings and hits a fly ball. Center
and that's
field.
just a free stolen base if you're going.
Long
So
run, tracks it down. One up, one down. No outs, runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Chas McCormick. The tying run at the plate. Line drive. And there's one down.
okay, we got about 2 minutes.
Jonathan India at the plate. With the tying run at the plate. And the home team trying to pull it out. In the air, center field. Johnson has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
We'll watch the
In
end of it.
half up to hit.
It's always hit or
We'll
miss
see
if
how
I
it
watch the
factors
end of
in,
this. If
and I
it's
just can't
a close
emphasize
game
how
where a
much
hit
that
could
insurance run at
change
the
it,
top of the
I'll
ninth
watch it.
means. I mean,
If it's
just
a blowout
such a big
one way or
difference
another,
mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
I'll
Now a screamer into the outfield. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros
blowout one way or
collect
another.
their
Usually just
first
spin
win
it.
of the season. Johnson had a rough
I shouldn't even
go
say
in
it's
this
the blowout.
game.
Like, if it was 3-1 and there was no one on base there and 2 outs, I probably would have sent it. But since there's runners on first and second, I want to watch out.
Like that, it doesn't make it easy.
And now the center fielder, Johnson.
Right, before this game gets going, I'm going to pause it because my alarm's going to go off here. This task I have to do has to be done right at 10, so we got about 30 seconds. 16 seconds. 15. That's my alarm. Okay. Okay. All right. That is it. We are done. As long as nothing crazy happens, we shouldn't have any more interruptions for about 3 hours.
And that's off
Good
the
eye, good eye,
inside
good eye.
edge. And we are underway. That's inside.
Good
And a
eye.
count now,
Getting the hitters
2-0.
count. I'd like to work on getting more walks, too. I mean, only 10 walks and 400 at-bats isn't great. That's how it's going to be a pop-up, so...
And a foul ball.
Alright, works back in the count.
Swing and
I
a
knew it
fly
was gonna
ball,
be up.
well struck left field.
No, that should have been probably a
And there's
little
one
bit
away.
better contact on that, but whatever. It was little under it.
Johnson measures 6 feet 2 inches, 23 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2024.
Well, these
I don't know what it
Astros
is on this
just
thing.
haven't
I
produced
really
as many
don't like the
competitive
inside
at-bats
pitches.
as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
That misses the zone. Going to count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Steps on first for the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
In half up to hit.
Not the best pitch swing out there, but whatever.
In the air to left center. Johnson makes the grab, 2 down. Runner at second here, 1 gone.
All right, let's see if we can get the first RBI.
Swing and a miss. Going 1.
Something I need to get better at too, which doesn't show up in the stats, is I hit like 190 last year with runners in scoring position.
Well, he's doing a nice
I had
job
so many
of
opportunities
keeping
for
the ball
more
out of the
RBIs and I only got
air.
about
Lets the
50.
defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. And no one can get there.
I got him.
Trout around second on his way to third. The throw in.
I got him.
And he's safe.
Close.
So it's first and third with 1 down. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach.
All right, let's see if we can get one hit.
Tony Armas.
I think we have a little bit of a hitting streak.
Tremendous rosters back then, and
This
I
might
loved
be
as a
5
kid
games
getting on
if I
the
got a
BART
hit going
train,
back to the
Bay
previous
Area
year.
Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the ninth. Out to short. Neto. No throw, and everyone is safe. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Hit on the ground, might be two. Spin, throw, that's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big.
Johnson had a decent showing in the loss.
He's going to be a driver for their offense and change losses like this one to win.
All right, not the best start, but not terrible. I mean, we got 2 hits, 1 strikeout so far.
Here's the center fielder, Johnson. Swings through that one for strike 1.
That was that hanger. Just way under it. Didn't get my. Oh, that was kind of a hanger
so
too.
Comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That's off the mark. 1-2 the count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Oh my God, that was terrible.
And a swing and a miss, and that's the first out. Runner on to third.
I tried to check that, but it got so far ahead of it and so bad it just swung.
Way outside, and it's 1-0.
Trying to give me something here, buddy.
Swings
that was something to hit. Got him so far ahead of that freaking curveball.
That's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Not close with that one. 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
There's a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Breaking ball misses down and away.
All right, just put the ball in play. Come on. Taking fastball or sinker inside, probably.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Still think fastball or sinker. Maybe high.
Swing
struck
him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His first homer of the year. It's 2-1. And next for the Angels, Zach Neto. There's a swing and a drive. That one's deep. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a ground
Got
ball.
it. He's leaving some hangers in there early, but God, I'm so far ahead of his breaking pitches.
Next offering in there for a strike.
That was
one out, base
that's
is
exactly
empty.
what I swung at last time, or speed-wise.
And ball 1.
I told you, though, a couple games with minimal strikeouts, and then I get one where I blow up.
Swing and a miss. him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
I struggled with this guy last year too. I don't know what it is. His freaking curveball just throws me off.
Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you
All right,
can win
let's
the
see if I can
at-bat
at least put a
after
ball in
being
play.
down
Got a
in the
new
count,
pitcher.
up against it with 2 strikes right there. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're
God, I
yelling
just
at
keep
it the
dropping
entire
it
way.
everything.
Get down.
Johnson swings through it for strike 1.
There we go.
Ripped into center, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Left field. Hank makes a nice running catch.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. Move to first.
See, like that time I definitely touched second first.
Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner on the go. There's a ball.
That's a ball.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Runner around third.
Go. Good.
Home. It's offline, and he scores. We are tied at 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself.
Got 2 outs.
So runner at second, 2 down.
Rough
At the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Rips one to right. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros strand the tying run on base to win it. Johnson had a pretty poor showing in this game.
Still 250. I need some multiple hits, maybe some walks.
And stepping in for the Astros, Johnson.
Wait, didn't we just face this guy?
Breaking ball inside. And we're underway.
What the fuck is going on?
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
We did just face him.
That's in there, and it's 2-1.
Strike. Technically not a strike, but that's pretty closer than I thought it was.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Inside, and that's ball 3.
Full count.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Bottom of the first. Here's the second base.
I don't like that he's pitching again. Almost makes me want to. I mean, I can't restart, but if it's saved after each game, I'd try a reboot.
And there's one down.
Just to see if it fixed itself.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Foul ball there.
Pretty good pitch.
New pitcher in the
rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
No, that's low.
In the dirt. traffic on
So
the bases with 2 already in to score here in the finale of this 4-game set. Inside, just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that one lifted in the air center field. And there are 2 outs. So 1 out, nobody on. And next for L.A., Chas McCormick. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Johnson on the move. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away. So in now for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Ian Hamilton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
On the ground. India over to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Johnson up next for the Astros. And a swing and a miss.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
There's a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's